Taurus, hi. How are you? Thank you all so much for being here, for exchanging energy. I am doing 2022 overviews for you guys. Planets to do 2 a day. Today it is Taurus and Gemini. If I have time, I will do 2 more just to get them out to you guys sooner. But this is just going to be 12 cards, 1 for each month. No clarification, nothing like that. We're not going too in-depth. If you are wanting a more in-depth personalized reading just for you, personal readings are open at this time. So go ahead and head to the website. I'm going to move my mic real quick, just a second. Sorry if it's loud. There, let's see if that picks up my voice better, because it was a teeny bit far away. And it sounded a little bit quiet when I listened yesterday. Anyway, personal readings, if that's something that you're interested in, all the info is on the website. If you are a subscriber to my YouTube channel, let me know and I'll give you a little bit of a discount for any of the services. I also do distant Reiki healing, energy healing, cord cutting ceremonies. I don't know why I'm even shuffling, because I haven't even done my sound clearing yet. Also, my stomach is making some very strange noises and I'm not entirely sure why. I really hope that you guys can't hear it, but if you do, just know that it's apparently just my breakfast digesting. Alright, Taurus, let's get into it without further ado. I am going to use my singing bowl to clear the energy, as I just said. So if you're using headphones to listen to this, I would suggest turning them down momentarily. I just don't want your guys' ears to hurt, and I don't know how loud this is for you guys. So yeah, let's get into it. Use this time to clear your mind, open your heart to any messages that you receive, ask any questions that you might have, call on any angels, ancestors, archangels, guardian angels, anyone and everyone that you want to be present for this reading. Alright, deep breath in and out. I am open to receiving. I am protected. I am connected. Spirit, speak to me and through me for the Taurus Collective. What do they need to know at this time? Most relevant, most accurate, most necessary messages for Taurus at this time. Okay. Let us get into it. All right. Boop. Most accurate and relevant messages for Taurus, please. Most accurate, relevant messages for Taurus at this time. 2022. Spirit, speak to me, through me. Messages for the Taurus Collective. Archangel Michael, very present right now. If you guys can feel it, that might also be confirmation for some of you. Maybe that's who you called on specifically to be here. Oh my goodness, my stomach. Alright, let's get into it. Okay. Alright. Lots of ups and downs. That's okay. Ace of Pentacles. You're starting this 2022 year off with a really positive, prosperous start with something. Your money, your business. Maybe you just started a new business venture, started a new job, or you will be starting a new job soon. Another source of income, another stream of income. It's definitely something that is going to thrive, and it's going to grow and bring you a lot of abundance if you treat it accordingly, if you water it, if you fertilize it, if you make sure it has enough sunlight, if you make sure it has all the things that it needs to thrive. It absolutely will. Give it your time, give it your attention. I also feel like this is something that throughout the year you will be able to come back to refocus on when you're feeling a little bit out of whack or out of sorts. If you're feeling a little bit down, I feel like this will kind of call you back to it and kind of speak to you like, remember me, remember us, remember what we're doing, remember the path that we're on, remember the direction that we're going. And it might pull you out of some stuff that you could be experiencing this year, because it does already look like kind of a little bit of like ups and downs. I'm seeing a lot of ups and downs. Maybe you are trying something new. You've got two aces here, Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. I feel like you're trying something new, maybe to help treat some sort of anxiety, depression, even grief. I feel like you're just trying different treatment plans. You could be, this is very specific, you could be microdosing. Seeing that if that helps, if that can replace, if that can replace your prescription drugs or whatever it may be. I just feel like a lot of trial and error, you trying to pull yourself out of some darkness. Because in February, we have the Nine of Swords. This is keeping yourself up at night with thoughts of what's going to come, what could be, what could have been. It's definitely overanalyzing, overthinking, kind of analysis paralysis, but it's keeping you up at night, I feel like. So February could be a hard month for you. You could struggle a little bit with your sleep, insomnia, trying to get yourself back on a sleep cycle that's productive and that works for you and that benefits you, so you're not up all night sleeping all day. Another ace. Holy shit, you guys. That's 3 out of the 4 aces. And we're 5 cards in. It's crazy. You're definitely starting new things, trying new things, putting yourself out there, getting inspired, investing in new things. I see as well the first month of the year. This month that we're in right now, it's January 5th today. So we're still in this Ace of Pentacles energy, very much new. There's lots of newness around you throughout this year, and I feel like it's kind of inspired by, or the catalyst for all this newness is wanting to shed these cycles. Sorry, my kids. Wanting to free yourself of the ups and downs of the roller coaster ride. You could just really be yearning for new starts that bring you stability and kind of keep you on an even keel. So this could be your way of rooting out what is causing anxiety, what is causing regret and grief and guilt and all of these things. In March, you have the Ace of Cups. This is the start of a new love. Putting yourself out there, offering your cup to someone offering their cup to you, being reciprocal, being really into each other, really deep connection, feeling like you've known someone for a very long time. This doesn't have to be romantic, but it typically is. And then right after it, in April, we have the Five of Cups. So this could be a false start. It could have been something that felt really promising for you, really beautiful. It felt really fulfilling and loving and warm, nurturing, and then it just kind of all of a sudden stopped. So it could have you in this space of grief. You could be grieving. sorry, that was stupid. Grieving a situation that you had really high hopes for. Maybe you haven't really been in a relationship that you have felt loved, like truly, truly loved, and you could have felt this way, but for whatever reason, the other person may have pulled back or pulled away. I feel like if that did happen, it does not speak so much to you and what you're doing. So don't get caught up in they don't want me, I'm not lovable, why'd they leave, that kind of stuff. I feel like they pulled back because they want to love you in the capacity that you deserve, the capacity that they know that they're capable of, but they're not in a very good place right now. They could have just come out of a really bad relationship and they want to heal a little bit more. They want to take a little bit more time. And while they do, it feels like they care about you a lot. They might just need to take a little bit more time to themselves, to heal themselves a little bit deeper, if that makes sense. So don't take it personal. I know it's hard when situations like these happen. If this is resonating with you, obviously, but don't take it personal. It has absolutely nothing to do with you. You are amazing. You're valuable. You are lovable and great. And if this person doesn't come back to you and realize that, hopefully they gave you a good explanation and they left on good terms and didn't just completely ghost you for fear of upsetting you or whatever. The truth, telling the truth. I know it's hard for some people. Yes, this could also be, and I am being called to say this, so I'm going to say this. This could be someone passing. It could have absolutely nothing to do with this new relationship. You could be really loving in a really loving, really stable new relationship, and then a parent passes, or a pet passes, or a friend, something like that, and they could be the one to support you and love you through it, and maybe you've never really experienced that type of love and support before. But open your heart to it, because you definitely deserve it. Alright, then in May, we have the Ace of Wands. This could be because of spring. It could be all the newness, the flowers, the fresh air, the green grass, coming out of winter, enjoying the warmth, enjoying the sun. I definitely feel you're going to be going on a lot of adventures. You're going to be putting yourself out there a lot more, and it could be directly correlated to these two Pentacles, these two aces up here. You have an abundance of money now. By the time this rolls around, I feel like this will have grown significantly and it will be providing income for you. Excuse me. And then your cup is also very, very full. Regardless of this, if this situation resonates with you and someone did leave you, I feel like you're moving through that feeling of kind of left, grieve, I don't know why I can't say that, grieving a situation. I feel like you're moving out of it pretty quickly. Maybe you take yourself on a trip, or you go on a trip with friends, or you start a new project. This is a new passion project. You're tapping into something that you are extremely fired up about. And that is May. And I really do feel like it could be correlated with spring. This is also your guys' birthday month for a lot of you. Some of you, this is your birthday month. And I really feel like, while these cards represent the overall energy for this month, for the month that it represents, so this would be April, I don't feel like that's going to be your entire month. You're not just going to be in this super sad, depressed state for all of April. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, it could just be for a few days or for a few weeks, but Spirit wanted you to know that this was going to be the most significant energy in April, but do not get caught in it. Don't stay in it. Don't get stuck in it. I feel like you guys need to, one of the lessons for you guys is how to release and how to let go and how to move through emotions without staying in them. without staying stuck in them, if that makes sense. Feel it, process it, and then release it. All right, and then in June, we have Libra energy, justice. You could, so if someone did pass in April, you could be receiving some sort of, if you were in their will, you could be receiving, inheritances, I guess is the right word. You could be inheriting your portion of their estate, of their assets, whatever it is. There's something with the justice system. You could be in court. There's a star. It wanted to flip out, or it was upside down when I was shuffling, so it was just kind of sticking out like a sore thumb, but there it is. I feel like someone could be taking you to court. You could be taking someone to court. There's definitely something with the justice system that is significant in June. This could be like child support situation, maybe even just like reevaluating child support. Maybe your co-parent owes you more than what you're getting, so you're just like going back to reevaluate the situation. This could also speak to karma balancing itself out. If you felt like something, like you're putting more energy into something, into a situation, into a job, into a business, if you have your own business and you feel like you've been putting an exceptional amount of energy into it and haven't necessarily seen the rewards that you would have liked or have, and I don't like to say expected, because I don't really like having like expectations of things, especially when it comes to businesses and how they should grow and develop. But it feels like you could have had certain expectations for the amount of work that you've put in. I feel like in June that will be balancing out. It will be like you've been putting in the work for 6 months and haven't really seen any income from it, and then in June it could be like when you kind of blow up, because right after, in July, you have the star. Something is, you're shining like a star. People are looking at you as a star. It doesn't have to be specifically like fame to the level of extreme, like on TV and movies, stuff like obviously could be, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be you're on your local news talking about your business, and then you get a shit ton, like you sell out everything that you have. It could be going viral on social medias. It could be, I don't know, any number of things that are kind of putting a spotlight on you. But I feel like in July, you're definitely going to have a spotlight on you. And again, I feel like if you've been promoting, or you had been, like, what am I trying to say? If you were like featured on someone's show, or again, like the news, and you sell out of all of your product, I feel like that is going to then lead you in August to purchasing a new home, purchasing your first home, upgrading your home in one way or another, maybe just moving to a nicer home, or it could be acquiring another home or a camper, something along those lines. Something in regards to your home is expanding and is growing. You have a lot of savings at this time. Come August, you'll have a significant amount in your savings account. You'll be feeling very secure, very at ease. Your home will be reflecting that as well. It'll be luxurious and plush and inviting and opulent. I'm just getting a lot of security around your home. This is like having a perfect little put together nest and having all of your little babies in it, whether that be animals, people, plants, crystals, whatever that is for you. Whatever, the 10 of Pentacles. It didn't fall out though, but there it is. Whatever you choose to nurture is going to be nurtured and thriving in your home. I don't know, I'm just getting a really big sense of upgrading. You could be building a new home and you're moving into it in August. Maybe it'll be finished in August. All right, what else for Taurus? This looks like a really good year. I love it so far. Even with February and April, excuse me, it's still a really, really good month. Year. Alright, what do we have for the rest? Is this 4 cards? Almost. Mother of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, Son of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords. Okay, so after the Knight of Pentacles, you are in the Queen of Pentacles. This is what, September? Yes, you're in the Queen of Pentacles energy, so even more abundance, even more nurturing, loving, domestic, making it just a really pretty home. I feel like you're continuing this. If you did just move into a new home, you're making it your own. You are adding your own touches, and it's just a really welcoming, rich environment for people to come to gather at. You could be hosting the holidays at your house this year for the first time even. So you're like really putting a lot of energy into your home, I feel like, through August, September. And then October, it feels like something's happening to make you kind of reevaluate your spending habits. Yeah, maybe make you hold on a little bit tighter to your money. Maybe you checked your bank account and it was a little bit lower than you would have liked to have seen, so you're kind of like, oh shit, I need to clamp back down, I need to tighten up a little bit. That's not the case. I'm not encouraging you to spend recklessly and to blow all your money. That's not what I'm saying. And there is something to be said for saving and for pinching pennies, especially Taurus. You guys tend to be a little bit frugal, which I love about you. You are coupon queens. You love a deal. Aldi, you love it all, right? So there's something to be said for pinching pennies and for saving, but this now is not the time. This card is telling you that it's worked in the past. Clinging tightly to your money has worked in the past, but it's not going to work now. It's going to cause more restriction. If you squeeze something so tightly and you don't let it flow, you don't let it come in to you, you don't let it flow out of you, if you hoard money, it's only going to lead to the universe kind of holding back a little bit. So let money come, spend it with ease, spend it with joy, knowing that it comes back to you multiplied by whatever you want to multiply it by, 1,000, 100, 10, whatever. But don't swing one way. Okay, so they're wanting me to clarify that they're not saying spend recklessly and blow all your money, which I don't think you guys would in the first place. There has to be a happy medium. You are in a really good space financially, and that might be new for you. It might be a little bit scary for you, and you might have the first few months could be really good, could feel very free, and then all of a sudden something creeps in, and it could be like your feelings of lack again are creeping in, telling you don't do that, don't spend that, because it's not going to come back. Well, what if we don't make it that same amount these next few months? Well, what if it doesn't sell out again? All those feelings I feel like are going to come creeping back in, what is this, October? And it could also be because the holidays will be getting closer and you're looking at Christmas presents and Christmas decorations and you're wanting to make everything so nice and so perfect. But you're scaring yourself a little bit, I feel like. This is another thing. If I had to identify anything that you need to work through and let go of in 2022, it will be any remaining feelings of lack around money, around abundance, around sustenance, around income, finances, business, all that stuff. You need to cut any remaining ties with that. I feel like it's very few because I see you guys acquiring more and progressing. You know what I mean? You're not backtracking. You're not, it's not anything like that. But I do feel like there are still a few little things that you need to work through this year to be your most evolved. Not most evolved, like, and you'll never have to do any more, like, work on yourself, and it's like as far as you're ever going to get. No. But for this present moment, for this year, there is a most evolved version of yourself. And if you let go of your feelings of lack that might be remaining, any anxiety, I feel like you guys are really working towards a solution for that, for your anxiety and possible depression. This could also be a little bit of residual seasonal affect, because this is February. February is cold for a lot of people. The days are very short. We don't get a lot of vitamin D, and that could be in all form. No, I'm just joking. The sun kind. And that could be kind of accumulating for you in February. So I would say if that is the case, kind of set yourself up for success. Get yourself one of those lamps that you can sit in front of for 15 minutes a day or whatever. Try to get outside as much as you can. If you are able to travel to where there's sunlight, I would encourage that as well in February. All right, let's see what we're ending the year with. In November, I see very swift movement, very, this is younger air energy, so a younger Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You've got Libra here twice, you've got Aquarius here twice, so those could be prominent in your chart, or that could be someone in your life. You could have a son, who, what month would that be? October? November? Yeah, November, who they're a really big focus for you. Not that they aren't always, but in November, for one reason or another, they could need a little bit more guidance. Just because the holidays, if they're older, they could be coming home to visit. But there's definitely an air sign. I feel like they have a message for you. If they're not, their air sign, oh god damn it, what are you trying to say? If their sun sign is an air, that doesn't mean that they're not an air sign. They could have it somewhere else in their chart. So don't write it off like, oh, they're a Leo. They're not. Well, you don't know their entire chart, unless you do, whatever. Anyways, in November, I feel like you're going to be receiving a message, some sort of clarity. There could have been, if this situation up here resonated with you, kind of a false start to a relationship in November, you could be receiving some sort of clarity around that situation. I feel like it's kind of like a little too late though. If they ghosted you, if they gave you a valid reason and they were like, this is where I'm at in my life and I just need to do these things. I'm not really ready for a relationship. While I do care about you deeply, I don't think that I can give you what you deserve. If that is how they approached it, then absolutely, I would say open yourself up and see where it goes. But if they ghosted you, if they just kind of stop talking to you or shit on you in one way or another, I would say let it go and just move on from that. But I do feel like you're receiving some clarity. It could feel a little bit chaotic. It could feel like you don't really understand it when it comes in, or like how it's relevant. It could feel very random at the time. But I will say it will make sense at some point to you. If you receive like a random DM from somebody, from like, you're like, what? This doesn't even make sense. And then like a few weeks later, it will. I don't know. It's interesting. It's an interesting energy. And then you end off the year, December, with the Hangman. This is Pisces energy. What was on the bottom of the deck again? I don't remember. Oh, Four of Swords. Yeah. Pisces energy. You could just be wanting to change your surroundings, change your scenery, change things up a little bit. Maybe you're feeling a little bit stuck in a situation and you're wanting to change your perspective. You want to change your point of view so you can come up with a different result, come up with a different solution that maybe you didn't see before. So this is a really cool energy because not a lot of people can do this. Not a lot of people can see that far outside of themselves to be able to say, I need to come up, I need to change, I need to deliberately change the way I'm seeing something so I can come up with a different solution for this problem or for this situation. It doesn't even have to be a problem. And I feel like that's what you're doing. What the hell was that? I definitely feel like that's what you're doing in December is you're seeing, and this could be unintentional as well. If it's not something that you are deliberately doing, it could just be something shifts you. It could be this message that comes in that kind of shifts your perspective on something and you kind of implement and do things in a different way in December. Something's definitely changing though, changing your point of view. Again, this is very general, so I am not getting a ton of details, and with one card for each month, it's like not a lot, but obviously as the months progress, I will be doing your monthly reads, possibly some weekly, and I'll continue to do the money updates and stuff like that. So we'll get more details about all this stuff as the year goes on. This is also something that you guys might want to consider saving so you can revisit it as the months go on. I know this is a lot to retain, and I'm talking about like 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, and you're like, I'm not going to remember any of this. That's fine. I don't expect you to. But revisit it as often as you like throughout the year. Alright guys, one more. I'm going to do an oracle from Yule Oracle. I know that Yule is over and we are not in the Christmas season anymore, but I feel like these cards and the Shawan Oracle are relevant all year round, so I'm probably going to continue to use them until I don't feel called to anymore. Alright, let's see. One card for Taurus. That's funny. Okay, I'm not going to take this because it didn't fall out, but I was going to say red could be significant for you. It could be your favorite color. Because as this card pulled out, my neighbor pulled in his driveway with his bright red truck. But as I was looking at my window at the start of this, I was going to say cardinals might be significant for you, but there weren't any outside. There are a ton of like finches and all of that, whatever, winter birds. And there are usually a ton of cardinals, but there weren't any. So I was like, well, is that really accurate or relevant? You know what I mean? Because usually I say stuff that I see, like if there's a cardinal sitting in front of me or a woodpecker, I'll be like, woodpeckers might be significant for you. But the words were about to come out of my mouth and there weren't any cardinals, but that card just flipped over. So cardinals may be significant for you. That might be your totem animal. That might be how your spirit guides communicate with you or make their presence known. And again, red might be your favorite color or significant for you in some way. Alright, Taurus. Oracle cards for Taurus. Nothing? Nada? Come on, one card for Taurus, please. Spirit, speak through me to the Taurus Collective. Thank you. Offerings, card number 24. Alright, let's see. Offerings, devotion, exchange, balance. It is right above the justice, which is balance, things balancing out. Do you finish what you start? Do you show your commitment through devotion to your craft and self-mastery, offerings are an essential part of magic. They show your willingness to commit to your art through sacrificing something such as your time, money, or an idea you've held on to. All worthwhile things will require an offering of you. Perhaps to change careers, you need to take a class to receive a certification. This is an offering of time and money and may mean sacrificing your social life or time at home. To move to an exotic place will mean saying goodbye to your loved ones in favor of new experiences and adventures, which I feel like you could be doing. God damn it, Phoenix. In May of this year. It doesn't have to be that extreme, but it definitely could be. I see warmth. Maybe moving to Thailand or somewhere that you've never even been before. Anyways, getting off track. Whatever you give up will be replaced by something bigger and more aligned with your soul. Offerings remind you that you cannot take shortcuts on the journey to your desires. You must be willing to put in the work and do... Oh my gosh, sorry. My camera's shaking because my son is jumping in the living room, and my house isn't huge, so it's like shaking the whole house. You must be willing to put in the work and do what is required of you to manifest your dreams. Remember that a novice never becomes a master overnight. Stay the course and learn your craft. Stay the course and your craft. This message is amplified. We didn't, so I'm not even going to read that. Oh, well, my stomach came to say bid you adieu. Alright, guys. I'm going to leave it at that because we are damn near at 40 minutes, and that's silly. That's what happened to Capricorn, too. The earth signs must just need a little bit more guidance and clarity. So I will see you guys next time. I look forward to hearing from you, and I look forward to working with those of you who are ready to get some work done, to commit to your path, to your ascension. Reiki, energy, distance healing. I always say them out of order, but those services are open for you guys right now. If that's something that you're interested in, head to the website. Oh yes, I was going to say I look forward to digging deeper into this month by month as we move through this year. Very excited for you guys. Let me know what you got going on, what you have planned for this year, what you have in store, what you see for yourself in the comments below. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. I love you all so much. Bye.